Welcome to Maintainer's Garage. I'm Bags. Well, looks like I've made it, boys and girls. Daddy-o finally got some free stuff. And what did I get for free? AvalonKing reached out to me, and they are, for those of you that may not know them, they are a detailing slash ceramic coating business. They made a ceramic coating and then got into detailing while trying to do that. And they've been in business about 5 years. And they didn't pay me for this. They reached out to me and said, hey, we want to send you the product for free. We want you to try it. We want to get more word of our product out. So, hey, your boy's moving up in the world. Yeah. When I really make it, my intro song will be Kung Fu Fighting. No joke. So when I win the lottery, that's going to happen for sure. Anyway, they sent me the product. I'm going to do a little video on the application of it. And then in the coming months and or years, I will be updating how the product's doing, how it's holding up, what's it like to live with, the whole nine. Before we get too much into that, so they send you a little package. It's a cool little box. It's got stuff in it. It's got the ceramic coating in it. It's got this little card deal, this little applicator dealy-doo. You take the card and you slide it into the applicator. When you cover it with one of these little towels. I will say in the instructions, they do not tell you which side is down, which side to apply the ceramic coating to, and which side should be down when you're wiping your car. They have a video on their website that shows you clearly, hey, it's supposed to be the soft side. This little logo right there should be up, so it should be folded like that and up. But it's not in their instructions. I emailed them that. They know that. So this is not the first time they're hearing that from me. But hey, regardless, that's just in my initial looking at it, trying to figure it out. That's one thing I've found. It's the only problem I've found so far. They give you some gloves and they give you a nice soft microfiber. In their instructions, they send, they tell you obviously you want a clean car. You need to, at bare minimum, wash it and then do an IPA wipe down. What's the IPA wipe down for? It's to ensure all waxes, sealants, anything else you've put on your paint over the years is gone. If the soap you use leaves behind some sort of residue, it wipes all that out. On their website is a cool little chart about how to make your own IPA solution. If you follow it, it'll work perfectly. That's what I did, and I did all that. So that's on the IPA. Now, you could also wash clay bar polish. That's what I did. I actually decontaminated my car first using some wheel cleaner mixed with water, sprayed it down, let that soak, blasted all that off, then washed the car, then clay barred the car, then polished the car, then did the IPA wipe down. I put in a ton of work before I'm applying this product, but if this is going to last as long as they're claiming and be as tough as they claim, why wouldn't I do that? I want to make my car look the absolute best I can. That way when I put the ceramic coating on top of it, it looks good longer. Makes sense to me. And sometimes in the YouTube magic world, we do things at night, and inside of a garage, you have no idea. You might hear some fireworks. So some of my neighbors have decided it's not July 4th, but it's July 4th to them. So happy July 4th and let freedom ring. So, all right. So that's where we are. We've decontaminated our car. We washed our car. We clayed our car. We've polished our car. We've done the IPA wipe down. So it is a totally clean surface. And to be honest and upfront with you, I played with the application a little bit before I got on camera with it. I wanted to totally understand it. I wanted to make sure I had a good handle on it before I said, hey, this is how it works. I will say in my initial offerings, like I said, in the instructions, they didn't tell you which side of that applicator rag to use. And the other thing is, I don't know if it's the lighting in my garage. I don't know if it's the color of my car, a combination of the two. I've got some pretty bright LED floodlights over here. This product is hard to see on my car. As I'm applying it, when it dries, it is very hard to see on my car. I don't know how it's going to come out on camera, but that's been the one issue. The other issue is this is unlike any product I've ever applied before. No sealant, no wax, nothing have I ever applied is like this. So there is a learning curve. So if you're going to do this yourself, AvalonKing totally wants you to use this product, the Armor Shield 9, as a do-it-yourself kind of thing. Just anticipate, hey, if you've never applied anything like this, there's going to be a slight learning curve. Take your time, figure it out. It took me about 20 to 25 minutes. I watched their video a couple times, and then as I played with it, it's the bottle and getting the droplets on that applicator pad and the way you do it. It's just different than wax or sealant that I've ever done. So again, learning curve there. All right, now we're going to apply some product. We've got our little applicator, and on the applicator there is a foam pad side. That's down. This sheet, the nice logo, is the soft side. That is down. You take that, you take this little card. My neighbors are crunk. And you push in here and you shove that in, and then you pull on the other side. You want it fairly tight, but you don't want to crush the foam ring, and then you shove that in, and boom, you've got an applicator pad, soft side there. Then you have your Armor Shield 9. Shake the product. When you take the lid off, there's a little cap in here. You got a little cover. Pull that off. There is a little cap that you have to pull off every single time. And what you're going to do is you're going to apply some drops to this. And you want this to be liberally saturated. Then you're going to apply it in a horizontal fashion, and I'm actually going to do the fender here because I believe that will show up better than the hood. So you're going to apply it in a horizontal direction, then you're going to go vertical, and you're just trying to get a clear coverage. And when you get this, just kind of dab it on there a little bit, and now it's saturated. We'll start down here, and we'll just go in a horizontal fashion. And like I said, on this color in this garage, it is difficult to see this product. It is amazingly hard to see, and you just have to keep reapplying because you want to keep this saturated, and then you come back and you go the other direction, and you want to press firmly and just swipe, 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 and you can do your headlights, and we'll come back the other direction and just keep swiping. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Apply a little more, and I believe we have up to this fender line right here covered 100%. Now you wait on it to dry. Depending on your temperature, depends how long you wait. If you look at the instructions, it gives you time, say it's as short as a minute, it's as long as 5 minutes. It's going to be about a minute in here. It's about 83 degrees in the garage and about 65% humidity, so it won't be long. Yeah, AvalonKing has been in business about 5 years. They've been developing this for about 6 years. If you haven't seen, there's a lot of YouTubers and people on social media that have used them, and they've even detailed and covered some cars for VinWiki. All right, almost a minute, and as stated, they give you a nice little microfiber that we will dry it with, and yeah, this is really, really hard to see on my car. I've got a LED shop light there. I've got LED lights overhead. With that light is the easiest light I can use to see this. It is amazing how difficult this is to see. That's not their fault, just is what it is. All right, we've been over a minute and my neighbors decided to fire off about 300 rockets at once. So we'll wipe this off now. And this is going to be a hilarious video. I can feel it. All right. And you just wipe, flip the rag, and keep wiping, buffing it out. And like I said, we're right along this edge here and right down to the hood. That's it. It's done. Now, I'm using that light and that light behind me to look here and just make sure there's no opaque spot, because that's the only way I can see this stuff because of how it is, because of the color of my car and the lights in here. I really have to kind of tilt my head at an angle to see it. And yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. They talk about high spots, but I don't have any of that. That came off pretty well. All right, so now we're going to try this little section of the hood here. From this end to this end and to this ridge line right there. And what they also tell you to do is this applicator towelette, I'll call it, every couple of body panels, change it out. If the Armor Shield 9 starts to crystallize on that, get a new pad. So, same situation. We'll take this, shake it, take the cap off, take our little lid dealy-doo off, saturate, and spill some on ourselves apparently. Put that down and apply. And yeah, we'll go right there. So we're going to go this way, right on the edge of this panel. Yeah, that'll work pretty well. And push out from there. Push up from the bottom at the edge of that, and we'll be putting this end right in the bend of that hood panel. And we will flip this off, saturate the rag again, and do the whole process over. And as I said, this is a little different than anything I've ever applied, but after doing the hood, the roof of the car, playing with it in very, very small sections, I feel like I got a good handle on applying this. Now, I'm probably going to get called out for crappy application in my video by somebody who's better at this than me. Fair enough. I'm a moron as stated, so things happen that way. And yeah, we'll give that about a minute to flash. And like, man, it is just bizarre to me how clear this stuff is. Because I can see a little bit there. I can't see any of it here. I can see a line there. And what I'm seeing more than anything is edges. So as I came up this way, I can see a little streak, but the edge of the rag I can see that clearer than anything else. And that's just what you got to do. You've just got to, take your situation. That's why you play with it a little bit. That's why you start on. And when I tell you I was playing on the roof of the car, I was sectioning like this, and I messed with the application until I felt like I understood it, until I could see it. Moved my head around. I used a flashlight. My shop light works better than my flashlight for me. All right, almost a full minute, and it looks completely dry, but we're going to wait just a little bit longer. And yes, these little lines start to form, the edges that I was talking about as I was, wiping. That little edge, there's a little build up there. That's what I can see the best more than anything. But man, you give me a product that will last for 2 years, to where I don't have to wax my car for 2 years, I'm down for that. And especially if it holds up to like track days and things like that, which hopefully I'll be able to do here in the fall and give this thing a real workout. I will be following up. I don't know however often, but I will absolutely be following up with more videos about this, as like the first time it rains and the water spots and how easy they are to get off or not get off. All right, well, we've definitely been well over a minute, and we will wipe that. And I will say this microfiber they sent is pretty nice. It's definitely one of the nicest microfibers I've ever received in a package. Now, their product is not super cheap. It's $70 retail cost. Now, that while it's not super cheap, when you think about how long it's supposed to last, to me it's a fair deal. For $70, I'm not waxing my car for 2 years or longer, because they guarantee 2 years. So that's why I keep throwing that 2-year number out. Then that's a fair trade-off. Now, in this little bottle, I don't know how many applications I'm going to get out of this. Once I do this car, and after about a month or so, if depending how much product I have, I might try to do my wife's car. And we're going to wipe this one more time. I don't see any leftover residue or opaque spots, but we're going to just make sure of that. Man, and I'll tell you what, and I'm not bragging, but this is the best my car has ever looked. I think we're okay. I'm just going to wipe this whole thing down again. I didn't talk about it while we have a little moment here. Drying and curing. You got to leave the car out of the elements for how long? It'll be dust dry after 2 hours, and then after 5 hours, it'll be dry to the touch. But I would say longer is always better in this situation. If you want to pull it out in the sun, if it's not like really windy, so leaves and stuff don't blow on it, that'll help the curing time. If you do not do that, they say recommend don't wash or expose to any water for 4 to 7 days. That's kind of a bummer, but for me, it's going to be okay. I'm going out of town, so my car is going to sit in the garage no matter what while I'm out of town, so that'll be all right. So I think you've seen enough of the application process. It's just repeat, repeat, repeat. I will say this is starting to crystallize. So I don't know if you can see that edge right there. That's starting to crystallize. Clearly when you're doing YouTube stuff, it dries a little faster, so you want to make sure you I'll get another cloth before I even go to the other side of the hood. And yeah, so as stated, you want to make sure you keep it out of the wetness for 4 to 7 days. Obviously that's a generic time. You can absolutely cure this faster in the sun. If you want to do that, that's all in the instructions. So I will continue to follow up with this product after I get it completely done. You'll see videos in the future about this product and how I like it. So far I like it. Like I said, it's just different than what I'm accustomed to, but different doesn't mean bad. Anyway, thanks for watching Maintainer's Garage. Have a great day and happy 4th.